Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gracious good morning to you, good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do, and you know why I do it. It is Friday. It is June 6th, and it's 2:41 in the a.m. Um, I had a couple, two, three things just hit me out of the blue, so I gotta clean up on aisle 5. Man, just when things start running smooth, or you get a bit of good news, here comes the boom. So, like I said, I have some stuff to deal with today on top of my paperwork. But I'm going to celebrate the good news and just do what I need to do. There's a line at the end of the song, Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett. And it says, I know it's my own damn fault. That's where I am today. So, saying all that to say, again, clean up on aisle 5, but didn't log on to talk about personal business. I'm going to say something with my whole chest, and I know I'm going to get some blowback, but guess what? I said it with my whole chest, which means I meant it. I'm standing on business. I said what I said. I'm standing flat-footed, and hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. Now, I know it's Pride Month. Celebrate. Do you to the fullest. Be you. Be your authentic self. I celebrate with you. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I celebrate with you. I just saw a sister online who said, contrary opinion, or somebody voicing a contrary opinion does not necessarily mean an argument. Or, even in the heat of the moment, for me, notice who I said this, for me, a contrary opinion, even in the heat of the moment, is often things that you need to look at, bottom line. I try to be polite and kind of find some polite words, but those aren't polite words. Some things said in the heat of the moment are things you need to look at. And for the folks who say them, which I have a tendency to do, remember I said I don't always get this right. That's why I say it's real talk or faith walk. Okay, so the folks that have a tendency to do that also need to be very real about being backed in a corner and why you're backed into a corner. So you come out fighting. Now, it may be valid information again, but because you're backed into a corner, you come out fighting. For me, again, for me, but I'm sharing this in the hopes of helping somebody. Getting back to that line from Margaritaville, I know it's my own damn fault. Okay, so for me, I have said, I loved you. I have said certain things and looked the other way and co-signed some bad behavior that grated my nerves because I loved you. And in the minute that your disrespect or your disregard for me shows up, then it's like blah, 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 when I should have said it all along. So in the statement, if I cut you off, chances are you gave me the scissors. It's very real. But at the same time, I should have cut ties early on. First attempted to discuss it, and then cut ties early on. but we went along hand in hand. The Contract of Depravity, that's from a movie. I believe it's Paul Newman, The Hustler. Yeah, that's where it's from. So we went hand in hand in the Contract of Depravity. You know, that push me, pull you. I'm going to look the other way. Even though you've offended me, you disrespected me, you've offended others, you disrespected others. And you want me to uphold you and cover you in love and dysfunction. That part. Brothers and sisters, gay, straight, allied, what have you, pink, purple, plaid, polka dot, what have you. We need to be mindful of what we're bringing to the table. You know, my mother taught me that a good guest, even though invited, always brings something to add to the situation. That being said, when you get upset, you don't get to take that back. And there is not one person that I have ever been involved with that will be able to say that I walked around talking about giving my stuff back. There's not one person that I have ever been involved with that can say that I didn't cover them. And everybody that I've been involved with can say that the wheels fell off, or we ran into a ditch because I didn't bring the drama. The wheels fell off, or we ran into a ditch when I was disrespected. Now, I show up, I show out, I cover. But the moment I realize that it's not reciprocal in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and then I have to deal with gaslighting on top of the disrespect, I'm going to say something, and I'm going to say it very unpleasant. Now, I share this last sense of connection that I had. Notice I said sense of connection. I was gaslighted to the nth degree. And I don't blame them. That's who they are. I blame me because I knew better. I blame me for my expectations. But when that last cure, as blatant as it was, my first thought for my good, happy, Christ-identified self was revenge. I thank God for the Holy Spirit, and I have to really continue to say that, and I need to say that to you and confess that to you, because there will be no aha, gotcha moments. So, again, I tell it before it gets told, because you can't tell it like I can, because it's mine to tell. My first thought was revenge, and I thank God for the Holy Spirit who said, remember whose you are. Not who you are or who you think you are. Whose you are. Yeah. My language is not always perfect. My actions are not always pure. I have to check myself on a continual basis. And I like to surround myself with people who push me to be the best version of me, who will tell me, hey, I know you better than that because I've seen how you show up. This is a moment, what's going on? So, that being said, in all your celebrations, in all your searching and seeking, be safe, but also use discernment and be sound.